Chargers!
I was late on the record button, but Josh ain't late on the fire. It's Brad and Josh in studio here at the Empty Wagon, ready to break down this Monday night football game.
It was kind of a football game.
And this Thursday night game, which is shaping up to be a good game.
I think it could be, but it's not as good as it could have been.
Yeah, we got a bunch of injuries to talk about with that game. A bunch of injuries all around. A lot of players going to IR. It's that time of year. It's IR season.
And I know it's affecting you because it's affecting me.
Yeah, baby. All right, Josh, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited. I'm ready to start my playoffs this week.
Oh, yeah, because I got bias. My name's Josh.
Well, see how that was necessary.
We can't be nice to each other.
I had a couple buys. I do play you in 2 of those leagues.
Yup.
Almost 3. If Stephon Diggs would have done one more thing last night.
Yup.
It would have been all 3 of our big leagues that were in together.
I don't blame Stephon Diggs, though.
No, you blame John DeFilippo.
No, I blame Kirk Cousins.
No, can't blame him because he didn't get fired. John DeFilippo got fired.
Well, he's got $84 guaranteed $1 million.
So you're already out of your biggest money league.
Yeah.
But the next one, our work league,
yeah,
it's next highest buy-in. Your game actually came down to the final drive.
Yeah, it came down to the final offensive play, really, if you think about it. If you don't count Seattle's knees after the onside kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came down to thank God that Seattle player took that to the house. That pick.
Coleman. Yeah.
Justin Coleman, right?
Yes.
Man, I should send him a Christmas card.
You probably should. Because Gurley would have downed it. And that would have been it. Yeah. And you would have won the game, or you would have lost the game, and that would have been it. But he didn't.
Was it Pat or was it Rob that said the difference between him and Gurley is that Gurley scores a lot of touchdowns. He probably doesn't get that many opportunities.
I said that.
Oh, you said that.
Yeah. Well, if you're a defensive player, you got to take it. You got to house it.
Every one of them.
Yeah, unless you're like Charles Woodson, who's retired.
Who has a Heisman? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you gotta house that bad dad.
He won a Heisman, right?
Charles Woodson did win a Heisman, yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't really well deserve, but it's a different story for another time.
All right. So, you want to hit the news first? You hit the Monday night game.
Let's do news. Let's do some news.
Some news.
Because it affects everything.
And reports out there. Well, these are straight up reports we got, not even rumors. We got John DeFilippo out. They're upgrading the quarterback coach, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name right now because I tried to do it before the show, and it was pretty bad.
Try it. Just butcher it. See what happens.
Nah, we're not going to do that.
Okay, well.
So they're promoting him. He was actually the quarterback coach on the team last year with Case Keenum.
Did you see Mike Zimmer looking at John DeFilippo last night?
Oh, you're talking about on the third down play where they threw the ball on the 3rd and 1?
And just the anger and disdain he had for his offensive coordinator.
When Witten said it was uncomfortable when they interviewed him about it.
Fire this.
And Witten, everything Witten does is uncomfortable. So if he felt the uncomfortableness of it.
Yeah, then you know it's really uncomfortable. Speaking of Jason Witten, there was a point in the...
Where I wish Booger was in the booth to punch him in the face?
Well, yeah, that. And there was a point where he was trying to make fun of Tessitore, and he's like, "Yeah, you that beard, you look like Dennis Miller." And that shit, that actually happened on live television. He sat there and stuttered and like that.
Do you think they should have more of a... So
he should have a limit.
Super Bowl thing with Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake, the NFL went to like a 5-second delay. I don't know if you know this on their tape.
Yeah.
Do you think they need to do like a 20-second delay for Witten so they can just chop stuff out?
Yes, 100%. Jason, how is it that you and
Do you think they should like just take Jason Witten's stock expressions and then whenever he says something like that, they throw it in there like how like college basketball games, they put in like squeakers.
Boom, baby. Yeah.
And then like the Masters has the birds chirping in the background, which isn't real.
Yeah, I would rather them take Stuart Scott's old catchphrases and just listen to those. R.I.P., bud. I miss you. But see, that's the thing. Is like you and I, no training whatsoever. This guy actually had training for this. He plays football. He knows what he's doing. He talks about blocking schemes.
Well, it's got to be like
no one cares about.
We stumble and move around here a lot, and this is live talking about stuff.
No, I'm great at this. I'm the best I've ever heard.
You don't even listen to yourself.
I've been called the broadcaster of my generation.
We're going to rest this one with you listening to yourself and see how you do with that.
I've been called the broadcaster of my generation by those that have heard me.
Okay.
I just watched Step Brothers the other day. All right. Anyway, we're way off track.
Yeah, way off track. So John D. Filippo's out. Do you think it changes the offense? Do you downgrade Adam Thielen or Stephon Diggs?
This late in the season, I don't think it can really change the offense.
Do you think they go with a more run-heavy offensive approach?
Yes, they should.
So upgrade Dalvin Cook maybe a little bit.
Yes.
Do you think they use Dalvin Cook more? Because Latavius Murray was getting used in the goal line. He wasn't doing nothing with it.
Kirk Cousins is being too safe.
Well, Kirk Cousins was the best short yardage back.
Yes, that's true.
He's the only one that picked up a third or fourth and one.
Those QB sneaks.
And he snuck them far. Like, he went 5 yards in those things.
Yeah, they weren't bad. Tom Brady was been jealous. So had Ben Roethlisberger whenever he had old. I can't remember the offensive coordinator last year. The offensive coordinator.
Witt.
This is what happens when I'm sober at these podcasts.
All right. So John D. Filippo's out. I do want to see if Diggs or Thielen maybe don't get as many targets. They don't throw the ball 40 times.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Thielen's already been hurting.
Yeah, he got lit up. His knee got rolled up on pretty good.
He's going to play.
Yeah. So then we'll go to the Corey Clement to the IR. Does this affect anything with you fantasy-wise?
No, and I heard we were talking before the show, and then you mentioned that it would affect maybe Darren Sproles. He get a little bit more work. Okay, but Darren Sproles isn't a guy you're going to line up and start anyway, and neither is Corey Clement. So,
well, there's a guy in our league that probably started who's rolling out LeGarrette Blount and Leonard Fournette.
No, he's not.
You think he could go for? Would you rather have Darren Sproles or LeGarrette Blount?
If Carry-On's back, Darren Sproles.
Even
Darren
if he's
Sproles.
not back.
No, I'd rather have LeGarrette Blount.
Even with what Zach Zenner did?
Yeah, I'd rather have LeGarrette Blount.
Okay.
Text me, son.
No, all right, Derek Wolf's out or is in concussion protocol.
That's not good.
You're a big Broncos fan. How does this affect the run defense?
It's not good. Not good at all. So he
Great
is.
analysis, thank you.
Well, he is the number one run stopper they have as defensive tackle. Now they have Nada back there, and he does pretty well, but he's not the same guy that Derek Wolfe is. So I'm worried about it
Because it is a Saturday game against the Browns, who love to run the ball.
Yes.
If he's out, that's, I think, a big boost for Nick Chubb.
Between him and Chris Harris missing, this is kind of a problem. Or Bradley Roby. No, Chris Harris.
It's Chris Harris Jr., baby.
Chris Harris Jr. Yeah, excuse me. That's some problems.
All right, also with the Broncos, Cortland Sutton's not practicing this late in the fantasy season, not talking dynasty. Do you really care, though?
I don't.
Because are you really rolling out Cortland Sutton?
No, I'm not.
Okay. That's what I figured, too.
Philip Lindsay is the only Bronco you're starting. The only one.
Would you start the defense this week against Cleveland?
No.
Really?
I wouldn't.
Okay. All right. All three of the Jets running backs missed practice. We talked about Elijah McGuire.
Well, somebody has to play.
So, Isaiah Crowell was seen in a walking boot. So he's
probably out.
Not.
He's probably out. So Trenton Cannon and Elijah McGuire.
Yeah, Trenton Cannon, what was his injury?
He's got hurt feelings.
No, Elijah McGuire. So Trenton Cannon's got a toe injury.
That'd be fine.
And Elijah McGuire's got an ankle. Do you think they're just resting Elijah McGuire to give him the work?
Yeah, Veterans Day off.
Even though he's not a veteran, but
Elijah McGuire? He's a veteran.
Is he?
He ain't a rookie.
Okay.
Boom.
All right. If Elijah McGuire plays this week, would you start him over the guys we talked about earlier, Garrett Blount or
Darren Sproles? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Over both of them?
Yes.
What about over David Johnson?
No.
Okay.
Come on.
That's what see how crazy we can
Let's
get.
not get crazy.
Trying to get crazy.
David Johnson has hurt some people this year in fantasy, but there is upside. I think he's going to be a steal next year in drafts.
All right. In typical Steelers and Mike Tomlin fashion, they said that James Conner might play.
Yay.
Is this news like the Melvin Gordon's able to come back?
No, I think this one's different in the fact that Mike Tomlin's a liar. I don't expect James Conner to play. They're saying that he's working really hard and rehabbing, but Mike Tomlin's a straight-up liar.
All right.
He already lied about James Conner's injury once, so I don't trust him saying that he's going to come back.
If James Conner's out again, which we both suspect he's going to be out, is Jaylen Samuels in PPR a better start than Elijah McGuire?
Oh, yeah. For sure. 100%.
100%?
100%.
Okay. You ready to talk about the Monday Night Madness?
Yeah, I like how you're like underlining everything that I'm.
What do you mean underlining?
You're not going to be talking about Deshaun Jackson hasn't been able to squeeze a football?
We've already talked. I thought I saw that, and I was going to bring it up, but we've already talked on the show about Deshaun Jackson probably getting held out the rest of the season.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm not holding on to him. This right here, if you were holding on to him, holding out hope, this is pretty much my point where I'm saying you could drop him.
Kelvin Benjamin might see some snaps.
Yeah, some being the key word there.
Yeah, he ain't going to see no snaps. He's a tight end. All right, let's go ahead and get into this Monday night game. It was so exciting.
It was,
dude, it was awful.
Was actually exciting.
It was awful.
The block field goal, the cheating play.
Awful.
But they were both in the game until that block field goal cheating time.
It was awful. It's like, so.
You'll admit that block field goal is illegal.
It was what?
Illegal.
Yeah, it was illegal.
Okay.
But I didn't dwell on it like the Monday night commentary.
All they had to talk about.
Grow up.
It was between
Talk about what you're going to go eat for dinner.
They fought about the 4th and 1 at the goal line for an hour and a half.
Ugh. Just garbage.
Yeah. So you want to talk about both quarterbacks at the same time because they were both kind of trash.
Yeah, Russell Wilson, 10 for 20, so 50%. Great. 72 yards, great. And 1 interception, but he did add 61 yards on the ground.
That interception was bad.
Oh, it was real bad.
It was vintage Eli Manning.
Yeah, it was real bad. Kirk Cousins, 20 for 33, 208 yards, 1 touchdown. And that was a garbage time touchdown.
Oh, that was full up garbage time.
And he did add 5 yards rushing on the ground, so that was good for half a point.
You know how bad a garbage time that was? That's like you hear the garbage truck at your neighbor's house and you're running outside to throw it in the trash.
Yeah.
That's how close that was to garbage time.
So Russell Wilson had, 5 points?
They were both bad.
They were both awful. It was a disgusting game. Offensively, Chris Carson and Dalvin Cook, because he had the touchdown, were really the only.
Chris Carson got 90 yards, 22 carries, in a game that was pure just ball control game.
Yeah.
22 carries out of him. He wasn't as efficient as Rashad Penny.
No.
Do you think he keeps this role for the rest of the season?
He should. He's done nothing to lose it.
Do you think going into next season, though, that Rashad Penny could take his job?
Yeah, Rashad Penny will be the guy next year.
Okay. You think if Rashad Penny didn't come into the season hurt, he would already have this job?
I think if Rashad Penny didn't come into the season fat and hurt, yeah.
Well, I think he got hurt because he was fat, but...
Yeah, well, maybe he was fat because he got hurt.
All right. You talked about Dalvin Cook, 13 for 55. But the biggest thing with Dalvin Cook was 5 catches. It was only 28 yards, but that touchdown.
Where no one cared to stop him. Seattle's like,
also, they thought Kirk Cousins was across the line.
Which he kind of looked like he was, but he wasn't.
A part of you has to be behind the line.
No, I know.
Because I was like, yes, call it back. And then throw it to Stephon Diggs. Speaking of Stephon Diggs, 4 for 76. 48-yard catch, which he straight up mossed a guy.
Yeah, without that, he would have.
And he took everything he had. He was getting bad balls from him.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins looked awful last night.
Adam Thielen did not get targeted in the first half.
Yep. That was awesome. I had him in one of our money leagues.
Why do you think
I'm I'm in trouble.
Yeah, why do you think Adam Thielen
is digressed?
Or why do you think no targets? He ended up with 7 targets.
I think the entire offense is digressed. If you look at the past few games, the Vikings haven't been great.
So we were talking, what was it, that Kirk Cousins is 4 and 28 against teams with a winning record?
Yep.
They played Miami this week. Miami?
They're 7-6.
Has a winning record because of the Miami Miracle.
That's not good.
Are you worried about Kirk Cousins? It's at home.
Yeah, I'm worried about Kirk Cousins.
Even though his Miami defense is straight up doo-doo. Are you fading any of his weapons because of this? Stephon Diggs, Adam Thielen.
Yeah. His last good game was 2 weeks ago when they played the atrocious Packers defense.
I'm talking about the weapons, though. Mainly Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen. Are you willing to start lesser wide receivers over them?
No, I'm still going to start him.
What about Josh Gordon? Would you start Josh Gordon or one of those guys?
No. I think Josh Gordon is actually, his role is diminishing.
Okay, what about Tyler Lockett over one of them?
No.
I'm just trying to look at guys off the top of my head.
No, it's fine. The upside is so great for Diggs and Thielen.
It is.
And in playoffs, I want my studs out there.
Obviously, I know you're going to start him over Kenny Galladay because we've talked about that. You're really low on Galladay.
Yeah, he's not touching my team this week.
What about an Eagles wide receiver? Would you start an Eagles wide receiver over either one of them?
No. Unless that Eagles wide receiver is Zach Ertz.
I guess you get crazy. Let me try to find one more that's a little more realistic.
Cooper? Yeah, I'd start Amari Cooper over him.
Oh, yeah, really? Way to make it tough there.
Yeah, well, hey.
I'm trying to see what. Oh, that don't make sense. Okay, yeah, that'll be it.
I mean, it's the Dolphins.
It is.
They're not world beaters.
No, and if Xavier Howard's out again, they have no lockdown corner.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay. Anything else you want to add about this game? Kyle Rudolph droppable?
2 for 7, and he dropped 2 passes last night.
Oh, he only dropped one of them. The other dude dropped the other one.
I thought Rudolph dropped 2.
He might have dropped 2. I don't know.
Yeah. Either way, he was bad. Rudolph is super droppable. You got to start looking upside somewhere else. Yeah, I think that's about it from that game.
Yeah, it was a bad game. The defenses, next week you're starting both the defenses. Minnesota
I'm definitely starting Minnesota at Miami. And Seattle's playing San Francisco.
At San Francisco?
Well, they allowed 400 yards 2 weeks ago to the same quarterback, Nick Mullins. They didn't score much, but I don't know. I'm a little cautious about that.
Would you rather start them than the Titans at the Giants?
No, I'd rather start Titans.
What about either the Steelers or the Patriots playing each other?
No, I'd rather start Seattle.
Okay.
Those defenses are not good.
Panthers or Saints that are playing each other?
No.
Okay. These are defenses that people are starting.
No, I know. And New
what
Orleans,
about the Bengals defense at the Raiders? Or the Raiders defense playing the Bengals?
No.
Exactly.
No.
So I think Seattle's still startable.
They're startable.
All right. Anything you want to get to before we get to Thursday Night Football?
No, man. Let's talk about this Thursday night game.
Thursday night.
Are you ready for some Thursday Night Football?
That's not the song.
I don't care.
Okay.
I like that Hank song. Are you ready for some football?
So it's got an over-under of 53 points. Kansas City's favored by 3.5. It's a high over-under, 53.
I am so bummed out about this game.
With the injuries, with Tyreek Hill being questionable.
Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, Melvin Gordon.
They played
Austin
week
Eckler.
1 with everybody healthy.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt is out. I understand it's not an injury, but Kareem Hunt, he was part of an exciting offense to watch. I'll say that.
Yes.
That's about the best thing you can say about that young man right now.
Yes.
I think it could have been a lot more of an exciting game. But let's talk about quarterbacks.
So, first thing, neither defense were starting, right? Chiefs defense.
So I expect Tyreek Hill to play, and that's the only reason I don't want to start the Chargers defense.
I don't want to start the Chargers because even if Tyreek Hill doesn't play, I don't think they can cover Travis Kelce.
Who else is they going to have to cover?
Chris Conley.
And Kelvin Benjamin?
Damian Williams.
Come on.
Patrick Mahomes does some stuff out there that a lot of quarterbacks aren't doing, like no-look passes.
Yeah, and
he can run, too. Like, he's very athletic. If the Chargers pass rush isn't perfect,
he is going to fall off next year. Watch what I tell you.
Just like Deshaun Watson?
Yeah. Once defenses are able to key in on what he does, and they're going to have plenty of time this offseason to watch.
I think if his team stays healthy, so if he keeps his weapons, he'll be good. If he keeps a healthy Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, they pick up some kind of running back that's a dual threat.
They will.
And Sammy Watkins is healthy. You can't put a spy on him.
Well, next year will be Tyreek Hill's last year before he has to get that extension.
Yeah, but their quarterback's on a rookie deal. So
that don't hurt. Nope. All right, so
we starting both quarterbacks?
Rivers and Mahomes? Oh, yeah. Starting both of them.
Okay. Not even, you'll start Rivers. Would you start Rivers over Breeze, who plays at Carolina on Monday night?
Yes.
Because of Breeze on the road, outdoors?
Yeah, it's tough to say. He hasn't looked good. Does not look good.
So the weather forecast for the Kansas City game is 42 and possible showers. Does that change anything with you? 40 and a little bit rainy.
I like Spencer Ware a little bit more.
Okay.
I wish I
You bring up Spencer Ware.
Yeah.
So we got Spencer Ware, and let's say Melvin Gordon does not
Oh, don't break my heart.
play.
Don't break my heart.
So Melvin Gordon's not playing. Austin Eckler's out.
Mm-hmm. Justin Jackson?
Yeah, Justin Jackson or Spencer Ware. I know you have this one on your team.
I don't have Justin Jackson, but
If you did. Let's
let's say I did. I think I go Spencer Ware.
Okay. What if Spencer Ware doesn't play as Damian Williams? He got 2 touchdowns last
I go
week.
Justin Jackson.
Okay. Damian Williams did have 2 touchdowns last week.
And Detrez Newsome, I understand that a lot of people he's an undrafted free agent. He's their fourth.
Austin Eckler.
Yes, but he's their 4th string running back, and he looked great in the preseason. Just a little name to throw out there. Detrez Newsome. Think about it.
Okay. Don't start him, right? Just add him and stash him.
I think you should add him, and I'm interested to see what is going to happen this week because they normally use 2 running backs no matter what. If Melvin Gordon doesn't suit up and you need that Hail Mary play, I really would not be surprised for Detrez Newsome to get in the end zone.
Okay. Wide receiver wise, Tyreek Hill, auto start. Keenan Allen, auto start. Any other wide receivers from this game that has a very high over/under, are you willing to start?
Tyrell Williams.
Tyrell Williams. What about Chris Conley? Would you take
No.
Tyrell Williams over Chris Conley?
No.
Which
I don't want to start Tyrell Williams. Would you ask me if there was another one I would start?
pick one of those 2. Conley, Williams.
Williams.
Okay. And obviously, since you're taking Tyrell Williams, obviously over Mike Williams.
Yes.
I think Mike Williams he needs to get more involved in the offense.
Yeah. He's got all the talent in the world.
So he could be another guy we look at for this 3rd-year breakup.
Yeah. He was banged up last year. That's why he didn't play that much.
He's had a full season this year where he's had a couple little things, but we've seen flashes.
He's
We've
great.
seen red zone threats. We've seen
He's going to be really good.
opposite of Keenan Allen. He's the perfect matchup for those 2.
Yeah.
So he's a guy I also have to keep my eye on in any type of dynasty format, anything where you can grab him there, I'd go stash him.
I think he's
Especially
going to
if
be
Rivers doesn't look like he's retiring anytime soon.
No.
He's having another kid, so obviously he's
You got to pay for that.
got to put some more money towards that pension.
Which he's got plenty of. Yeah, he's not hurting. I think that this Mike Williams will probably be one of the best 3rd-year wideouts next year. Juju's obviously
Cooper Kupp.
Mike Williams is more talented than Cooper Kupp.
Okay.
And he will be coming off the ACL, so it wouldn't surprise me for Mike Williams to have a better season than Cooper Kupp next year.
I feel like we're forgetting another. Corey Davis, isn't it his 3rd year next year?
Corey Davis will also be his 3rd year. John Ross, it'll also be his 3rd year. There's a couple guys, but Corey Davis, to me, he's not putting it all together yet. And a lot of that is he's handcuffed by this offense, which I don't see Mariota going anywhere yet, unfortunately. And, I don't see that offense taking a big jump next year.
Okay.
Mike Williams, though, I can see him taking a big jump.
That's a great topic we'll probably have on one of these off-season shows. But to get back onto the game, so you just said you didn't like Chris Conley.
I don't.
I know. And it's hard. He's on a great offense. He could get you a touchdown, but
I like Travis Kelce. That guy's good.
he's very good. Number 1 tight end. Very good.
He's probably going to be a must start for me.
Yeah. Antonio Gates.
I can smell the old man from here, and I would rather not start him. Sorry.
Hey, he's played the whole year.
Yeah,
No preseason, no nothing.
I mean, has he?
He blocked a few times.
I mean, has he? Has he, though? He's just kind of there.
Yeah. Think how much better this game if we had Hunter Henry and Travis Kelce and he set the ball.
He would be retired right now if Hunter Henry had not torn his ACL.
You're right.
100%. He was naked in a beanbag chair eating Cheetos.
How do you know this?
I know. I got inside scoops here. That's what he was doing when he got the call. And he's like, I guess I put these Cheetos down. Come score some touchdowns for old Filip, my buddy.
Do you think Mahomes, after the game he had last week, which was not bad, but it wasn't a Mahomes game that we came to know. Do you think that Andy Reid will try to get him a bigger day?
No, the goal is to win. It's
But-
not going to be about a bigger day.
But for them to win, it's on the arms of Mahomes.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot more on his shoulders right now.
Chargers' run defense isn't great.
And they're losing playmakers left and right. I wouldn't be surprised if Tyreek Hill actually gets banged up to the point where he goes out of the game.
He went out of the game like 3 times last time.
No, and like doesn't return this week.
But this is a must-win game for them. They lose this game.
And the Chiefs have the division.
Well, who are you talking about? The Chiefs?
Or
They'll have a winning record. I'm not sure how tiebreakers, but they'll have the exact same record. So the Chargers have a shot at the division.
Yeah.
And a shot at the 1 seed
Yep.
in the AFC.
Yep.
So Chiefs have to win this game. I think you see a lot from if Tyreek Hill is able to run, you're going to see him out there running.
But Tyreek Hill on one leg is still faster.
Than you?
Oh, yeah, for sure. But faster than most DBs out there. I'd be interested to see what your boy does, though. That rookie you got over there in the Chargers.
Oh, Darwin James?
He's good.
He's good.
He is very good.
He's very. So I did see some analysts came out and had their top rookies of the year. He was above Saquon Barkley. I'm not sure if that's warranted.
Defensively, he has a great shot at rookie of the year defensively.
Yeah, but when they ranked him because it's positionless, obviously based on rookies. I'm like, he's good. Don't get me wrong, but Saquon's doing some crazy stuff behind a terrible offensive line.
Saquon's
going fantasy, so we look at stats more, and obviously defensive players don't get.
But that Detrez Newsome guy, Denzel Newsome, Detrez Newsome, whatever it is, he's good. He's real good. The dude can play any position on defense, any of them.
All right, so this game, pretty much start your studs, and then Spencer Ware you can start him if you need to.
He hasn't practiced all week.
So watch the game. Would you be okay starting Damian Williams? Did I ask you that? Would you be okay starting Damian Williams if Spencer Ware doesn't play?
So you asked me if I would start Justin Jackson over him, and I would. Would I be willing to start Damian Williams if
Spencer Ware does not
if he's not if he's out? Yes.
Okay.
Because it's a running back on this offense.
That's a pass catcher too, a really good pass catcher.
You have to,
and you know Andy Reid. The one thing he loves to do is throw the ball.
You got to. You have a choice.
Okay.
On a side note, I bought a new mattress today.
How is it?
I'm hoping it's going to be great.
You haven't laid in it yet?
Of course I laid on it, but I mean, it was one of those that come in the box, so you got to unfold it and wait for it to do its thing for a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to get one today. My sleep has been, that's why I've been yawning during podcasts right now. I haven't gotten good sleep in a long time.
No.
So now I got to figure out what to do with that other mattress that I just bought.
I don't know.
In New Mexico, you can sell mattresses, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. Bed bugs. All right, so now we're going to have our segment, which I'm very excited about. We're going to bring this segment back. It's a fan favorite.
It's the little guys helping the little guys, because the big guys don't have time for the little guys. Segment.
All right. This one comes from Brian Wentworth. Is Tyler Boyd droppable?
No. We've seen this all year from Tyler Boyd. A couple down games, then a big game. A couple down games, and a big game.
Okay.
If you're in the fantasy playoffs and you're starting Tyler Boyd, you're more than likely you're probably in a 3 wide receiver league.
Okay.
He's still a wide receiver 2 for me. It's on the lower end.
Possibly flex.
Or if you're in a wide receiver 3 wide receiver league, he's a must start in that league.
Okay.
What do you think?
I don't want to start Tyler Boyd because I don't like Jeff Driscoll.
Are you starting any of the subpar guys we talked about? Tyrell Williams or Chris Conley's?
No, my team's not.
Well,
they can't.
I'm just saying,
they can't touch my team.
Well, I mean, would you start him over those guys?
I would start Tyler Boyd over those guys.
Would you start him over a Browns wide receiver not named Jarvis Landry?
Yeah.
What about any Broncos wide receiver? Would you start any Broncos over him? You kind of want to say Deshaun Hamilton.
I kind of want to, but no. Yeah, I would still take. So I guess he's not droppable. He's not. No, I would start Larry over him.
Okay.
There's
Kenny
no
Golladay
Yeah, I would still start
against the Bills this week. Exactly. And the Bengals play the Raiders.
Yeah, I guess
Bengals
Tyler
at home.
Boyd's better than Kenny G this week. Okay. All right, this one comes from Chad Johnson.
Chad Ocho Cinco?
Not the same one. Can we trust James Conner if he is active?
What do you mean? Trust him like to watch your kids?
Can you? Well, we just kennel ours when we need to. No, can you trust him to actually throw him in your lineup, start him, and feel good about it?
If your other options are Damian Williams with a healthy Spencer Ware or a LeGarrette Blount.
Let's say you were smart. You have Jaylen Samuels.
If Connor's active, I'm starting Connor over Samuels.
Okay.
If he's active.
If he's active, you start him. If he's not
Do you
active.
agree? Over Samuels.
Yes. I would start him over most guys.
Because he is the future there.
Yeah.
And they're going to wait for him to be healthy before they play him.
So here's a great question by Roland Schultz 8. Should I start Jared Goff versus the Eagles or Carson Wentz at the Rams? Ugh.
Jared Goff against the Eagles. Eagles secondary is doo-doo. Dak Prescott just hung 455 up on him.
That is true. And I like Jared Goff's pass catchers a lot more than I like Carson Wentz's right now. Yeah, I would go.
I think the Rams are a little going to be mad about the game and the way they played offense last time.
Yeah, and it's a home game
Yes.
in LA. So I like that a lot better.
You mean it's not a home game in St. Louis?
What? In LA?
You said it's a home game for the Rams in LA.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's not St. Louis.
No, it's not.
They played like the St. Louis Rams last week.
Yeah, well, they did. Whenever Jeff Fisher was in charge. All right. I have 3 wide receivers to pick from. This comes from... No, we're not doing that one. Sorry. Excuse me.
Okay.
It's because it was from the same guy.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want that.
All right.
All right, Josh Allen or Matty Ice?
So Matty Ice is playing the Cardinals. And Josh Allen is playing the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
So I did hear a weird stat.
Okay.
The Lions defense has not given up more than, I think it's 20 rushing, or no, 15 rushing yards to a quarterback. And they've played Cam Newton. They've played, Aaron Rodgers. They played a bunch of guys that will run the ball. Mitchell Trubisky. And they haven't given up a big running game. And obviously, Josh Allen is built off the running game. Do you think that's just something weird because the Lions secondary has been bad and they haven't had to? Or do you think this is legit, the defense, keep them contained? Patricia actually coaching up some part of a defense good?
I think it's possible. I mean, Patricia's done this with his defenses for years. They start off really bad. They get warmer. I mean, they did slow the Rams down 2 weeks ago for most part of that game. So I wouldn't be surprised to...
I think I'm going Matty Ice. I think it's a safer play.
Yeah, I like Matty Ice a little bit more. So this comes from Vince M7.
Vince Papali?
No, I don't think it's Vince Papali. Melvin Gordon owner here. If he doesn't play, who do you guys like out of these players in a half-point PPR? Half PPR.
Yeah.
Oh, half point. I always do that. Anyway.
Half point PPR.
Justin Jackson, Jaylen Samuels, or David Johnson.
Just one?
Just one. Jaylen Samuels, Justin Jackson, or David Johnson.
So the Cardinals are playing the Falcons.
It doesn't mean anything.
Yep.
Pittsburgh's playing New England.
New England.
And then Justin Jackson.
If Melvin Gordon doesn't play, Austin Eckler doesn't play, I'm probably going to Justin Jackson.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that.
I think he's got the better chance of getting a touchdown out of these three.
Okay. All right, this will be our last question from Brett Garten at the Kodiak Bear 87. Which two do I start? Jarvis Landry, Allen Robinson, Robert Woods, and Tyler Lockett.
Holy crap.
Or should I play three of them with one of them playing over James White?
So is Landry,
A-Rob, Robert Woods, Tyler Lockett. Should you pick 2 of those or pick 3 of those?
So I have at least pick 2, right?
Yeah, and I think Woods for me is a lock. Robert Woods.
Okay.
So we'll take him out automatically.
So he's 1.
Then you got Landry, Robinson.
Landry's the one I like there. With no Chris Harris Jr.
Okay.
Because they move Jarvis Landry all around. He'll play out of the slot and stuff. And no Chris Harris to shadow him around.
Okay.
I don't think they have anybody to cover him.
Okay. I think that's fair. And it doesn't tell us what format it is.
If it's PPR, I want Landry. How about that? Even though he hasn't been his normal PPR himself.
Yes. In standard, you would rather have one of the other guys, or you'd rather just keep Landry? He's getting some rushing, too.
He did last week. Yeah, it's probably still going to stay him.
Okay. Now, would you just keep those 2 guys and still play James White? I'm assuming it's PPR if he's playing James White.
Yeah.
So would you rather maybe throw Tyler Lockett in there over James White?
Maybe Allen Robinson.
Okay.
Against the Packers at home.
Okay.
It depends on what you need. I don't think James White has a huge day. I think Allen Robinson could have a huge day.
All right.
Because this Packer defense does not scare me at all.
The only person they scare is Mike McCarthy.
I don't get it.
Look, well, because he got fired because they were so bad.
No, it wasn't just the defense, though.
Yeah, well, a lot of it was bad. All right. Anything else you want to add? B-Rad.
No. Remember, there are Saturday games this week, too. We'll cover those on Thursday. But there are 2 games on Saturday. Do not forget to set your lineups. Do not forget to pay attention to that.
Flex. Make sure you pay attention to who's in your flex. If you have a Thursday night player, put them in your RB spot or your wide receiver spot, not in your flex.
I didn't say it. You did.
I know, because he's blaming me, and I'm doing everything I can for karma points right now, too. All right, anyway. I played Brad twice this week. Super pumped about it. And by that, I mean I hope that we at least split the series and we bring home a couple.
I don't.
Of empty wagon.
I'm greedy.
Okay, well, bring home a couple empty wagon.
Hey, do you want to talk about how crazy our lineups are? That like we have, because in one league I have Zeke and Keenan Allen. In the other league you have
Zeke and Keenan Allen.
In one league I have Julian Edelman. In the other league you have
Julian Edelman. Yeah.
And we're starting all those guys.
It's going to be interesting. So you're going to kind of root for them, and then you're going to kind of not root for them, and it's going to be crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying I think that we're going to split the series.
Patrick Mahomes can do it for me.
Because we got some bangers.
We do.
We share some bangers.
In our
Nick Chubb
league, me and you were 1 and 2 on points last week.
And I also have Nick Chubb. I can just throw him in there. I can pull out Alvin Kamara, throw in Nick Chubb in my dynasty.
And then I have Nick Chubb in the redraft.
Yeah, and we'll just do this all day. That way, I'm guaranteed to win one of them.
Ugh, you'd be so sick if Alvin Kamara went off for like 44 points.
Yeah, but I'd be guaranteed to win one of them.
Maybe not.
If half of my lineup is your lineup?
No.
Yeah.
What if not?
Yeah.
What if they just
can't? I'm going to see what the odds are. I might just win this just off of that. Anyway.
All right, let's close the show up.
All right. Hit us up on Twitter at EmptyWagonFF, at Tack Jones, and at FFJoshHughes. We're here for you guys. Hit us up on Instagram at EmptyWagonPod. We love you. We're not going to do any... we might do a pod bet this week. I don't know.
We will. It'll probably just be me and you.
Yeah, probably just me and you. I guess I owe you one for last week. Yeah, I'll pay up. No big deal. No big deal. Yeah, just me and you, bud. I lost the bet. So anyway, you guys have a great week. Hit us up if you have any questions. We're here for you. And we'll see you on Thursday.
Later, taters.